Hi viewers, today we have the quest for RuneScape 3 Impressing the Locals. The main reason I'm doing that is because I want access to the Ark, which is probably the reason why you're doing this too. If you have already done this before it became a quest, when it was a mini quest, you don't need to worry about doing it again, obviously. I believe they fix it so that you got rewarded the quest points and whatnot, and hey, you already had access to it, so yeah. So this is for the rest of us who don't have access. The Ark is a nice little place, partially related to your ports, and there's like hunting spots, fishing spots. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do, titles and achievements all linked towards it. So that's why I'm unlocking it now. To do this, you only need 1,000 coins and access to either the ports from Lodestone or your captain's log from your ports. Other than that, you don't really need anything else. Where this is on Port Sarim. You just go to the southern boat right here, and you need to speak with Trader Stan. So let's talk to him. Choose option 2, accept the quest, then options 1, 2, and 3. Talk about the Skull Pirate. You have to originally talk to him, and then this option becomes available. Okay, so accept the quest. Go through all the options. Okay, so first place you're going to want to go is the Portsrim Jail, just west. You'll want to speak to the guard captain. Next, we're going to want to go to our player ports. If you don't have access to that, it's just the northern part of the docks here. You'll see this little red mark and this glowing blue portal. Yours may look a little different. I've kind of paid to upgrade mine. So here we're going to want to talk to Seasinger Umi. And then we're going to want to go to the bar, just the northern part of your ports, and speak to Cerula. Choose option 1. So we're going to go upstairs and speak to Mr. Gully. Next, we're going to want to go to the Remington Well. So west of Port's Rim. Seasinger Gemini. Next, we're going to want to go to Draynor. And the Pottery House, there's an upstairs to it. We're going to want to go upstairs and speak to the Black Knight. Okay, we're going to go back to Port Sarim. And we're going to want to speak to Trader Stan again. Choose option number 2 for a quest complete. Congratulations, you completed Impressing the Locals. You're awarded 1 quest point, access to the Ark, the Standing Around Rest animation override, and 2 treasure hunter keys if you are not an Iron Man. Now, with some of the rest of this stuff, you have to find stuff that is only available on certain days. It's not available all the time. Other things from talking to, like, I'm going to cover that in those quests. It's like a series of quests and mini quests. I may roll this all into one video. I'm not quite too sure yet. But there's that first part of it that we needed to worry about. And now we have access to go to the Ark if we want to. So this guy has zip to do with getting to the Ark. What we're going to want to do is... Mr. Gully is just across from the pub at the north end of Port Sarim. Yeah, no, I'm pretty lazy for doing this. But we travel with him and we get to the Ark. Oh boy. So there you go. You have your first island, Waco. You have, you know, lots of stuff here. Wow. By lots of stuff, I mean not a whole lot.
Now, if you go over to Shockborn over here and you talk to him, he'll give you a journal, and this will help you keep track of everything you need to do in the Ark, similar to the Menaphos journal. If you're going for comp or trimmed comp, you are going to need this.
And there you go. Now we have our Ark journal, so we have a whole wonderful list of stuff that we can do. So let's go have fun doing that, and I will see you guys for the next quest, mini quest thing. So now that I've screwed around a little bit on the island, let me tell you a little about what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to grind a lot of chimes to be able to unlock stuff. Some of the mini quests also require chimes. So when you first get here, if you have any full outfits like the magic golem, the sentinel woodcutting outfit, stuff like that, highly recommend you use them. On most of your tools that you're going to be using, I would recommend the abilities, putting the things on them that allow you to increase your chance of gathering, as well as the one that I think it's called polishing. What polishing does is say you're chopping yews, you have a chance of getting magics. It upgrades things. So like when you first get here, bamboo is going to be your way to go. You cut 5 and then you bundle them and you can sell them to the various merchants here. Here we have a salt merchant if you mine, bamboo for wood cutting, food merchant if you cook and all that stuff. So this will be the easiest way to get your chimes at the beginning. I would aura it if you could, a wood cutting outfit, and your augmented tools. Once you get enough from there, what you do is you go to this chick Bonnie and you go to unlocks. I think it's unlocks. Where is it? Yeah. You get the Whales Maw deposit box. Then what you do is you just charter, you go to the ship to the Whales Maw and you start fishing, because the deposit box is literally 2 things away from there, and you just keep depositing your fish, and that will be the best grind to get chimes for you. I just AFK'd bamboo for a little bit because I was Netflixing, so whatever. That's how I did that. When you have enough, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to like maybe about 1,000 chimes, because you're going to start getting supplies. Rosie, she sells supplies. You can buy a bunch. And once a day, she puts in some supplies in here, and you can use that to go on voyages. This mini quest that we're about to do is going to require 5 driftwood, which are obtained either during this. Well, I'm going to be obtaining most of it. I got 1 so far, and that's not a whole lot. You find it on random. Yeah, see, I have 1 driftwood so far. You find it on random beaches that you go to. So we're going to be doing some voyages. So this is going to be for the mini quest Flag Fall. This could take a few minutes, or it could take upwards of half an hour. It depends on your luck. You're gonna want as many chimes as you can get. The guide is recommending about $1,000 for it, but I think I have 2,000. And the whole goal is to get 5 driftwood. So if you see driftwood, do not light it. I know that's the first thing it suggests, or you can sell it to the wood cutting guy here. But when you go to the wood cutting guy, he doesn't have any in stock that you can buy. All those bundles of bamboo. Whoopsie, yeah, that's what I sold them. So don't count on just being able to buy it from the shops and calling it Gucci. So let's talk to Bonnie here. Choose option 1 and then accept. So that's a nice little bit of rewards. Let's accept. So from Rosie, we're going to want to buy some supplies. I'm going to... No, I'll buy 10 supplies. Now we're going to want to go to Quartermaster Gully by our ship. And we're going to want to charter on a voyage. The larger the island, I don't know if it's the larger the island, the more stuff you get, but we're about to find out. So let's talk to... Okay, so let's travel. We want to go to an uncharted isle. Now our supplies, I have 64 supplies. So I'm going to go, you can either go on a short junket. You could, the last one I went to was a short one, and I only got the 1 driftwood. So I don't know, do I want to go for 12 supplies, or I like this one. I'm going to go for the long one because I haven't gone for the long one. The short one is like an itty bitty tiny island. So I'm going to go for the long voyage. Now, when I'm there, I'm going to be, holy moly, I'm going to be collecting like absolutely everything I can. So you may or may not be like that. Ooh, sweet. And when you're on your voyages, you have the ability to access your bank. So I'm going to pick out my... Doesn't look like I have any mining. Ooh. As you can tell, I like getting distracted really easily. This is a huge island. Holy moly. So your main thing is you see all these red dots. Those are things that you can pick up. They can range anywhere from the planks that we need to seashells, which we're going to need eventually in a quest also. So make sure you pick up all this stuff. Look out for rare resources like golden bamboo, or just a bunch of stuff like, ooh, coconut. Okay, I'll take coconut. Just like a bunch of different stuff like that. If you see any birds wandering around, if you're going to go for the comp, I would recommend you spy on those suckers. But yeah, even if you get your 5 planks, make sure to go around and collect everything else that you need. tribesmen. So there you go. I've gotten all the driftwood I want, or that I need. So you can either go back or you can continue exploring and collecting. I'm going to continue exploring and collecting, and when I have finished just completely stripping this island of everything it has, I'll begin again with my recording. This is going to take a little while, though, especially if you find herbs. Oh, I love it when you find herbs. So once you've done enough islands that you've gotten your 5 planks, whether or not you did a large one like me or you did a couple of small ones, you right-click travel the boat back to Waiko, and we need to go return these to Bonnie. Speak to option number 1. So congratulations, you've completed the mini quest Flagfall. You're awarded 500 chimes, 2 chaijatus. I don't know how to pronounce those, so don't yell at me for mispronouncing those, because I know I did. Ability to claim an uncharted isle by having a flag. Island claim flag in Waiko reward shop. You can buy it now. Pretty much what this does is when you go to an uncharted island that you really like the looks of, you can visit it again and again daily as your claimed island, and then you can even spruce it up. Make sure it's recommended that when you do the whole going to other islands, uncharted islands, that you bring a claim island flag, because you can always claim a new island if it's better than the one that you previously had. So it depends. Some people choose ones where there's lots of those hunter turtles. Some people choose the ones where there was lots of those mining crabs, herbs, divination. It really depends on what your flavor is, what you want out of your island. And then, of course, if you go here to rewards at Bonnie, you can get customizations. This is stuff that you can buy to purchase all around your island. So this next part is head of the family. You're going to need 90 wood cutting, 90 fishing, 91 cooking. They cannot be boosted. You're going to need 450 chimes, 5 bamboo, and 15 fish oil. What you do is you go south of the main area on Waiko, and there's a little fishing spot, and you can fish there. You're either going to have to bring it to a grill, arrange somewhere else to cook it, or you can unlock the grill with chimes directly there, and that's kind of what I did because it was a lot easier. And when you cook the fish, it takes an insane amount of fish for some of the fish oil, especially the higher level the fish, the less fish it takes. But you're only going to be getting like 3 fish oil in inventory, so kind of get used to that. Other than that, that's how you get that. So that's 15 fish oil. Where we're going to be starting this is by the cherry tree. You see the bank is down here, so it's just northeast of there. And we're going to be heading around a bit. So what you're going to want to do is talk to the little head statue there. Select to accept, chat option 1 and chat option 4. So we're going to go back to where our ship is, and we're going to want to go to Amanishi. Right, and I forgot to mention, during these, if you hear me breathing a little loudly, please forgive me. It's that my nose, I'm getting over a cold, and my nose is still a little stuffed up. So travel with him, and we're going to want to go to here. If we run west along the coast, we're going to find another nice little head tucked away. And we talk to him. So go back to your main island and to Echo and speak to Rosie. Just talk to her. Don't buy anything.
When you talk to her, make sure you don't accidentally buy supplies off of her.
So we're going to go just southeast past some bamboo. And we're going to see Johansson, the dealer, or however the heck you pronounce them. You're going to want to pay her the 15 fish oil. Go back to your ship and travel to Whale's Maw. So we're going to go northwest, and we're going to find the Sea Witch. Choose option number 3. We're going to want to turn back to Rosie and get a soil bag.
Once again, taking care not to buy any supplies from her.
Okay, let's go back to Amanishi and fill the bag on the beach there. Go back to Rosie. We're going to want to go back to Amanishi, and east of where the boat lands us, there's going to be Captain Ekai, or I don't know how you pronounce that, just the captain, and you'll confirm payment with him too. Go back to the statue head. And then we're gonna get a fight that can be safe spotted. So that's why I'm bringing magic. Go back to the captain and use the rowboat there. There's a safe spot behind the mast on the boat, so it's best if you try to utilize that. Doesn't really matter what you choose. Please keep in mind that this fight is not safe. You can die. So go back to the statue head where we started this.
No.
Congratulations, you have completed Head of the Family. You're awarded 1,000 Chimes, 30 fish oil, 4 bundles of bamboo, 5 Taijutus, a medium agility XP lamp. You have the ability to purchase a head decoration for an island, and you get an additional crew member. Hooray! Okay, this next one is called Spiritual Enlightenment. We will start this one on Amanishi. You're going to need to bring a bunch of stuff to kill things prolonged. So, like, act like this is a Slayer assignment, because it pretty much well is. You need 90 Slayer to do this, as well as have completed Meet the Assassin Voyage in your player-owned ports. So, I'm going to try Mage at the beginning. If later on you see me with melee, it's because I really just suck at this stuff and I switched gear. So, just a warning. I would recommend on the very highest tier, there are Anagamis. Those are what we're going to be killing after we start this, because we need to get Spirit Dragon Charms, and those wonderful little dragons drop them guaranteed. So, how long this takes, it's going to be different for everyone. It depends if you have really good luck, because you need to get 3 books as well as some Spirit Dragon Charms. So that could take a while. We're going to be talking to Ling to start this. So pretty much all the dragons are on the very last top tier. These guys do have a chance of dropping them, but it's not a guaranteed drop. These guys on the second tier are ascended versions of the other guys. They will drop the things we need as well. As I said, though, not as common. And these are the dragons that we're gonna need. So I'm gonna just off them. Everything they drop is noted, thankfully. So hooray.
Okay, for those wanting a timeline, it took me 10 minutes to get the first book. Yeah, good luck with that. It's drop rates suck. So about 5 minutes after the first book, I got the second book, so I guess that's not too bad. And a little bit of time after I get another second book. Yeah, okay, rigged. And the third one only took me 15 minutes to get all three.
Once you've gotten all 3 books, it'll let you know, and you return to Ling. Okay, in the middle tier, there's a fountain. We are going to want to go there and enter it. This is where the spirit dragon charms that we picked up come in handy, because you need those to exist in the spirit realm, or you get pushed right back out.
Okay, one of these spirit dragon charms is consumed for every minute you are in the realm, so make sure you have enough just in case you're a little bit slow.
So along the south coast, we're going to find Yulong. We're going to want to speak to it. And yeah, prettier dragons here. It doesn't matter what you choose. I'm going to keep Yulong's confidence, because if WoW has taught me anything Yulong can kick butt, so just in case RuneScape decides to follow that same path, I'd rather not tempt it. So we're going to exit by going through the middle fountain again, and we're going to return to Ling. Congratulations, you completed Spiritual Enlightenment. You're awarded 250 chimes, 3 of those whatever things, medium Slayer XP lamp, and access to the Spirit Realm and the prettier dragons. Okay, you guys ready for the next one? This is Jed Hunter. You're requiring 90 Hunter, 91 Crafting to complete this. You need 10 Driftwood, 5 seashells, 2 turtle shell bowls, 1 taijutsu, and some charms to run some voyages. You have to kill 3 things called Guronin. These guys can use abilities who do not use things that have AoE damage, because the last thing you want is to start getting Raffle stomped like if you accidentally run through various areas of Prif with an aggression potion, Eric. Now, for these Goronin, they're not really worth farming anything. Their drops are about as pathetic as the melee gear I'm about to use. So the only thing we're going to need kind of close to the start is the turtle shell bowls. I would rather put the rest of my stuff up into food. It's not a guarantee that we're going to get an island spawn with these when we go for an uncharted island. However, if you are on the mini quest, it increases the chance that you will get that. So near our boat, we're going to want to speak to the lookout, and we have to agree to spare Jed.
Make sure that everyone you talk to, you speak to them about the Jed Hunter quest, or mini quest.
So speak to him again. And make sure that the very last thing he says is ready when you are captain. There we go. So now we're going to want to go speak to Yuan-san, the dealer, again in the southeast. Go off the east part of the circular area and all the way. She should be the last hut. Just above the water barrel. Let's go back to our ship and talk to Higgs. We're going to want to speak to Sojobo about contracts. Well, not about contracts. They're in charge of contracts, but just regular talk. Okay, now let's start exploring Uncharted Isles until we get some Guronin. I'm going to do small ones because, yeah, whatever. I don't feel like doing another large island like I did from that one mini quest. Oh my god, that took forever. Now these guys will not attack you until you attack them. Well, that was pretty easy. I'm going to go around and I'm going to collect the rest of the island because no way am I going to let this go to waste, and I'll come back to you guys when I'm ready to leave this island. Okay, when you've finished killing the things and you are done everything you want to do on the island, we'll leave the boat. Back to the main island. Go back to Shobo. Or Sojobo. Okay, Tetsu set, not bad, not bad. We're going to give this to Higgs. Now speak to Jemai. Now we're going to want to go to Whale's Maw and speak to Sea Witch. Northwestern part of the island. Speak to the Sea Witch again. Then to Jemai. Now we're going to speak to Jemai back at the ship. Okay, talk to Quartermaster Gully. Let's go speak to Rosie. Back in Waiko. talk to her again. Return to Quartermaster Gully. Talk to Lookout. Talk to Higgs. Talk to the Lookout again. And set sail. Talk to the Lookout again. Say you're ready to face Jeb. Unlock the hold. Ta-da! You have finished Jet Hunter. You're awarded 2,000 chimes, 10 Taijus, medium hunter lamp, and justice for the people of Port Sarim. Okay, sweet. Okay, time for Eye for an Eye. You're going to want to bring 30 any type of salt, the Elia or regular. The regular you can sell for a bit more, so I'd recommend bringing the Elia if you have any. They can be mined here on the Cyclosis Island. This is where we're going to start. You are going to need 90 mining. You're going to need to bring food and some combat against 28 things total that are all weak against fire spells. 27 of them are going to be Cyclopses, and one of them is going to be an undead Jed. Yes, he did not completely get gobbled up by little sea monster. So we're going to want to talk to our little Lookout here. Make sure it's eye for eye. Okay, now on the east side of the island, we're going to want to speak to Itty. Accept. Speak to the Lookout. So speak to the Lookout again. Okay, run down and huts to the northwest. Start killing them.
And then just follow them around wherever they are around the village and kill them all.
Return to the lookout. Talk to the lookout again. Go speak to Iggy. Don't mind me just catching random stuff. We are going to want to go... Oh, sweet. We're going to want to go speak to C, who's in the southwest corner of the island. And we're going to want to choose option number 1. Okay. The beach to the north and a little west, there's a bunch of crabs, so go mine 30 of the salt if you haven't already. If you have, like me, just go to Sinuman, who's in the northeast corner, and he will give you a crushed salt bag. There we go, food merchant. Now on the west side of the island, we're going to find someone called Daya. They will bless her salt if you choose option 1. Okay, return to Itchy. Ooh. Don't mind me just hunting more stuff. Okay, run to the northwest where those crabs were. And then we're going to want to run around the northern part of the beach until we find Undead Jed. Please note that when you find him, do not click anywhere else until he becomes attackable, because you really don't want to have to go through this again. And of course, when he becomes attackable, kill him. Well then, that was anticlimactic. Speak to the lookout. And speak to him again. Congratulations, you've completed Eye for an Eye. You're awarded 250 chimes, one, whatever that is, 25 more sea salt, medium prayer lamp, and you have access to Banky the Crablet and Cyclosis Teletab in the Waco Reward Shop. The Banky Crablet is for use on your flagged island. And as well as an undead shed. Okay, for this next one, I know it looks like I can gear it up, but you really don't need anything except for maybe some low-level food if you want to. This is a super, super quick one. This is called Harbinger. To do this, while we're on Cyclosis, we need to speak to Navigator Gemini. About the quest you accept. Travel to Twilight. That's a big ship, probably the Harbinger. Pretty much we'll just repair the hull. Not much else is needed. Doesn't really matter which you choose.
Now, when repairing the ship, you want to beware of those white circles. If you stand near them, you will take damage, and that's pretty much the only way you can get damaged.
Why can't I go upstairs? It's pretty stupid.
That was a big ship. Congratulations, you have completed the Harbinger. You are awarded 250 chimes, 2 Tige 2s, medium construction XP lamp, and a notable setback. Okay, this one is called Twilight Zone. You need 86 farming, 90 divination. You need to collect 30 rum berries, which can be done in the southwest part of this island. There's some bushes. Just collect 30 from there. You need 30 positive energies, which can be gotten from Cyclosis. And you're going to need 1 or 2 spirit dragon charms. It depends how quickly you go through the dialogue with Yulong. So to start this, we speak to Navigator Gemini about Twilight Zone. And hey, what do you know? We're already here, so let's go to the middle of the island and speak to Sensei Hakasi. Wherever they are. So we're going to go to the south coast where there's a bunch of gnomes. And we're going to want to speak to the one called Cherry. Don't mind the random things that pop in my inventory because I keep trying to capture those sprites because I'm weird like that. Talk to her again. Okay, take this elixir back to Sensei. Okay, let's go back to her ship and speak to Lookout. Just a warning, when you talk to him, do not exit the dialogue again, or you're going to have to go back, get the rum berries, talk to Sherry to get another elixir with them, and bring them back again. And while it only takes like 5 minutes, it's still a pain in the butt. So don't. Go back to Sensei. Okay, on the west coast, we have another head statue. You're going to have to chop some bamboo to get to it, but you can get to it. When you speak to him, choose chat option number 3. Okay, now you go to Cyclosis and harvest 30 positive energy. The area is south of where your boat is, up by sea. I already have them though, so I can go to Amanishi with my Spirit Dragon Charms and go to the Spirit Realm to talk to Yulong. She'll speak to him twice. Easy way to get out is go to lobby and go back. This is the easiest way to ensure you don't use any extra charms. We're going to want to go speak to the lookout. Okay, we're going to go back to Sensei on Twilight. Okay. We now get to go speak to Seaworth. Now we're going to go back to Waiko and go speak to Sojobo. Go speak to Gemini for completion. Congratulations, you completed Twilight Zone. You're awarded 500 chimes, 2 of those thingies, 50 rum berries, 50 ancestral energy. You get access to Twilight Teletab in the Wyco reward shop. Hooray! Now with these ancestral energy, you can pretty much, well, make a bunch of different things. You can upgrade your fish. You can, it's pretty much what it's used to upgrade all the stuff. Or to make new and exciting stuff. If you want to get ancestral energy on your own, you go to Cyclosis and get positive energies. And if you, well, you can get positive energy first, or you can get negative energy. It's kind of really up to you. Negative energy is found on Goshima and the islands that once were turtles. Warning that I believe Goshima is the one that has the spirit wandering around that has this huge radius that it will siphon. It'll take away your run energy, then your prayer, and then it'll curb stomp your HP right down. So be very wary when you are harvesting that energy. But if you harvest negative or positive energy when you have the opposite in your inventory, it'll automatically merge together to make this ancestral energy. Keep in mind that if you say you harvested a bunch, put it in the bank, or you have some in the bank from catching those things that I like to run around doing, you can use it on the other and it will create the ancestral as well. Okay, this is the mini quest from the art Ghosts from the Past. You don't need anything, and this is really quick. So let's talk to Quartermaster Gully about Ghosts from the Past. Accept. Travel to the islands that once were turtles. You're going to want to talk to Quartermaster Gully. Choose options 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pretty much we'll just get through them all. Okay, now go to the town, and in the town there are 2 watchtowers, and up north of that there is another tower of sorts. Go up each of them and speak to the skeletons at the top. No, my obsessive catching those things is not part of the quest. Okay, now that we've done talking to all 3 of them, go back to Quartermaster Gully. Congratulations, you have completed Ghosts from the Past. You're awarded 500 chimes, 2 of those things, a medium XP lamp, and islands that once were turtles. Teletab in the Wyco reward shop, as well as a tragic back. Aww. No. Okay, this next one is damage control. You only need 2,500 chimes, which by now, if you've been doing all the quests and grinding, you should have more than enough chimes. You can always check in your inventory pouch, in your bag where the bond picture is, just view all currency. With me, I have it favorited so that it's really easy for me to see. Because afterwards, I'm going to be going for all the unlocks for the comp cape I'm never going to get. So let's talk to Higgs. And we're going to travel to Wyco and speak to Rosie for a ship repair kit. Okay, go back to Higgs. Don't worry, there will be a quest where we get rid of that thing. That's what we want to avoid. So since it's going that way, we're going to go south and get some stuff. We need to get cannon parts. Okay, we're going to take the rope. Where's the cannon barrel? I was trying to find everything here. That's annoying. Cannon barrel. Gunpowder. Heck's the broom. Okay, make sure to steer very clear of that. Because the side of that just touches you and you start losing stuff. Okay, there's a broom we have to go back there and get. We're going to collect the things here. So there's a cart and an azure globe this way. Now we're going to head back south to find that broom, using the docks to avoid Mr. Sucks Your Life. waiting for that thing to pass. I'll just catch this. Oh, shit. I hate that thing. Oh, there it is. Found it. Nah, room. Okay. Make sure keep an eye out for that malignant entity. Want to take this note here and return to our boat to speak to Higgs. Yo. You want to piss off a little quicker there? Congratulations, you're finished damage control. You're awarded 3,000 chimes, 2 of those things, a medium thieving XP lamp, fully armed and repaired ship, whereabouts of Stan's stolen property, and Jacob. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, welcome to the last of the Ark mini quests. We have Final Destination. You only need stuff to kill stuff and stuff to eat stuff because you get hurt by stuff that you're killing. You need to kill a bunch of stuff. So make sure to be prepared for a bunch of stuff. I think it's probably going to be fairly easy since I see Cyclopses, zombie skeletons, and Captain Cora. Not the Explorer. So let's talk to our almost zombified undead lookout guy. Sure. Let's go after a ship 5 times our size. Fire the cannon. Climb the ladder and kill some Cyclopses. There'll be another ladder for us to climb. Oh, there it is. On the mast. Kill some zombies. Off the skeletons. Climb the ladder and kill some more Cyclopses. Off the captain. Talk to the captain again. Run east to the gates of Goshima.
Bring her to the southwest part where the village is.
We're going to want to speak to them.
Then go northeast to find Yangshi, which you need to bring her to.
Wherever Yangshi is. Maybe not that southwest. Oh, there you go, phone. There you go. Now this is safe from having your life sapped out of you. Speak to Captain. Congratulations, you have completed Final Destination. You are awarded 2,000 chimes, 10 of those things, large combat XP lamp, and the Goshima teleport in the Waiko reward shop.
Okay, that's it for today's video. If you can, please check me out on Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Patreon. I'm on all of those, and I'm trying to stream on a regular basis on Twitch. So I'll see you guys for the next one. Enjoy the grind for getting all of your chimes, especially if you're going for the Comp Cape and the Salty title. So, ciao for now.